What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it in. Now, the way we look at this is very simple. Whew! I told you it was going to get ugly. But man, Star had brought up something that was from the past that it's funny to me that it happens to me like it happens to him. He'll bring up something on his show, and people who've never heard of it, because they probably weren't born at the time or whatever, what have you, or they were watching Scooby Doo or something at that time, is now old enough to hear it, and it's like breaking news to them. So he mentioned Gloria Velez putting hands on Remy Ma, and everything just went up. Boom! Went to level 10. Went to level 10. Everybody lost their minds and freaked out. And then people start coming to me. Sino, did you talk about Gloria Velez and Remy Ma beef? What happened, Sino? You got to cover that. Well, I will do two versions of this. I'm going to do the PC YouTube version, and then we're going to give you some of the key details for the Patreons for those who pay for that type of service. Now, let's go to the gist of everything. Remy Ma and all these girls, there's a lady named Elle. She was like the fake Spanish chick, you know what I'm saying, was doing her thing. She was calling herself, quote unquote, a manager of the company called the Murder Mommies. And she put all these people in a group where they go to parties, mingle with celebrities down in Miami, New York, what have you. East Coast. Murder Mommies. And the Murder Mommies is mostly, I don't know if Remy was a part of that. She might have been, you know. Um, Gloria Velez was associated with them, but she wasn't really affiliated with them. I think Sonny was a member of that Murder Mommies clique. It's hard to remember off the top of your head who all was in it, but it was like I think a girl named Lady K or some. I don't know. It's basically. I mean, it was something that you wouldn't imagine. You know what I'm saying? It was something that the average person just wouldn't imagine taking place. If you like really looked at like how things transpired and how it went down and all that stuff, it was mostly Gloria Velez going to a party and she was blowing up. She didn't have a rap album out yet. She kicked some freestyles on a radio station. She didn't even have a record deal in place. I don't think at the time, but like everybody was moving her up. She was getting the covers of King magazine. She was doing all these things that these girls weren't doing. And Remy at the time was with Terror Squad, and they was tearing stuff up. So she had a TS chain, and they was popping, doing their thing. Now, all I know is Elle is mad at Gloria Velez because she was basically misrepresenting Gloria, telling everybody she was the manager of Gloria Velez, and taking credit and trying negotiating deals for herself based on a relationship of her knowing Gloria. And Gloria's like, look, I'm not even a part of that. And now all the work I'm doing, you out here taking credit for. So she wanted Gloria Velez to come out and do this event. So Gloria was like, look, I'll come out and do the event, but I got to get paid to do the event. Like I got to get money, people out there, I know an asking price. And she kind of, and this is where the story kind of went. This is like what happened early on that's going to lead up to this. She kind of went behind Elle's back and got the deal on her own, and she don't have no contracts with Elle. So legally, she's doing, what she's supposed to do. She didn't break any rules, no laws, nothing. So what she did was just say, hey, this is what it is right now. This is how I'm moving, and you just gonna have to deal with it. Gloria Velez. So Gloria Velez was, just like, hey, I did this deal on my own. I didn't need you to do it, but Elle kind of brought it to the table, or mentioned it. So both of them will probably have their own stories on that, but you could take however you want to go with that. But they had problems since then, like they weren't seeing eye to eye. So Elle was going back telling Remy all these things that supposedly Gloria Velez was saying about her, which wasn't even true. But she's trying to create the drama because she's around Sonny and she's around them. Oh, Gloria thinks she this and that, and she think you actually think she better than you. So Gloria's already she's putting a doggone battery in Remy's back. Now, Remy is already popular because of the lean back and all that. And everybody kind of disrespects Gloria. Back then they call her Glory. Like that's her rap name. I'm Glory. And everybody's like, Glory. Oh my God. And Jadakiss had a platinum party. I don't know why. Because back then, well, I do know why. Back then, let me tell y'all. Back then, rappers threw platinum parties. And the albums never go platinum. It was like, if you didn't have a platinum party, you weren't doing nothing. Like your album wasn't doing nothing. So record companies would throw a platinum party just to try to sell more records. And they'd be like, your album ain't platinum yet. Oh yeah, but it'll be there in a couple of weeks, so we just having a party. Now, I don't think that album is still platinum today. So he had a platinum party for Going Gold. Now, yeah, just to kiss the game goodbye. So when this is going on, and Gloria was doing some Playboy thing the same night, so she just ended up coming by late to the party. Remy and them already there. She shows up late to the party because she got invited late. They wanted her to come there, but she's like, I got something I have to do, so I need to come in. And when she came in, they treated her like she was the queen of the town. So Remy and her homegirls, they didn't like it. And they came in looking to fight. They got the lean back success. So I guess they played lean back over there. She had like 3 of her homegirls, and they coming in there with gym shoes on. Like she took her heels off, she got on her gym shoes, she ready to fight. So she comes right up to her. Like it was the media there. There's a lot of pictures going on. She had just got in the place, and Remy walked in and went right up to the VIP section. Because she was already there. She was looking for and waiting for her to show up. She kept popping in, popping out the whole platinum party night. And then when she saw her homegirls was there and was like, oh, she here. Gym shoes was put on. You know, the girls came up in there. They was in there to fight. Remy walked in there and came in at VIP and was like, "I heard you was talking it about me." And everybody like, "What? What is you talking about?" And she was like, "This is the same thing. Like you called me on the phone, cursing me out about something that L said." And I'm like, "Look, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You got to take that out with L. You know that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't even know you. Like I got my own thing going on and all this." Then she started talking hard to her and talking about how fake she was. And now remind you, Gloria's got on heels. She just came from a Playboy video shoot because Playboy was doing a art thing on her. Not a nude scene, but an artful shot and all this stuff. And they wanted Gloria to be in a magazine. And then she started threatening to do stuff to her, like I could cut your face. Girl, I will eat your face. You know, and she's like, look, stop, with the threats. So she started trying to punk her and thought she was going to get scared because her other homegirls was there and they was standing there. And one of the girls is Sunny from Hot 97. She's standing there too and she's trying to be an enforcer, but you could tell she's very uncomfortable with the situation that's going on. And her other two friends are trying to, stand there like they hard. Now, after a while, Remy decided enough is enough. I'm finna poke this chick in her face and poke her and muff her in the forehead. So Remy muffs her in the forehead. What did she do that for? Gloria Velez picks up Remy Ma and slams her on the floor. Scooped her up by her legs and dropped her on the floor. Boom! And just started wailing on Remy Ma. Sonny from Hot 97 grabs Gloria by the back of her head and started pulling her as Remy like, get off me! Yo, get off me! So she grabs her by the hair and pulls her up, right? Like, oh, I know you ain't finna fight my girl up in here. See, what they thought was they was gonna come in and intimidate her because she's Puerto Rican, she's from Miami, light skinned girl, pretty girl, don't want to get hurt, so she's gonna back down. So nobody knew who basically Sonny was at the time. Like nobody really knew. Sonny is on the radio. Nobody really shows. They don't really show Sonny's face. So she pulled Sonny's wig off. Sonny had a wig on her head. She pulled that thing right off. So what's this? Another one of her friends tried to jump in it. Bam! Gloria Velez punched her right in the face. Remy Ma got punched. Bow! Knocked her into the crowd. And then the bouncers grabbed Remy and took her outside. And she's losing it. They throw her out. Somebody let her come back in. About 2 minutes later, Remy comes running back in and tries to run back at Gloria Velez. And when she came up in there, running at her again, throwing her arms, Remy couldn't fight. She talks a lot, but couldn't fight. Had that mouthpiece, didn't have that hand game. And Gloria Velez was tagging her. Top, 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 top. Punching her and everything. Whooping on her so bad. That time she fell, and that's when she fell into the crowd. When she got knocked into the crowd. People couldn't believe what they were saying. And she had yanked the terror squad chain off her neck. And she's like, I just dropped it on the floor. And they came and scooped it up. Now, when the fight was over, Like 3, 4 girls came with Remy, and this girl, light skinned girl, don't have a bruise. She don't have a scratch on her face. Mm, mm, mm. Now Lala is cool with them. At the time, she was cool with Gloria Velez. You know, they both Puerto Rican, so they have that connection. So Lala wasn't there. Lala was there. Like, girl, I would have. Ooh, I wish I was there that night. Now, if Lala was there, she would have rolled out with Gloria Velez. So she told her about it, and Lala was like, "Man, if next time you go there, bring me with you." You know what I'm saying? Like, I got your back. Lala was ready to fight, but they came in there looking for Gloria Velez, and Glory showed up. So we gonna get to the gist of why a lot of this went down on the Patreon. A lot of the behind the scenes things you didn't hear here. Don't forget to like the page, hit the subscribe button if you're new here. And if you want to support the page, my cash app is Carcino, Karceno. And we are out the dough. Straight like that. You dig.